All right, all right. What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? I am here in the Zoom room. There we go. And we're recording. Good catch, y'all. I appreciate that. Y'all always keep me on point. Customer happiness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're here in the Zoom room. Today, we're going to talk about creating a video banner for your Shopify store so that it stands out more than just a static image. And then we're also going to talk about all over sublimation and what that means for your business. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it because we only have an hour, y'all. I have to end this one in an hour. And y'all know, usually we can hang out, we can go a little further. So I want you to make sure that for those of you who are in the Zoom room right now, our Craft to Quit, our Shopify Pro, our Inner Circle, our Shopify Accelerator, make sure that you all are engaging, asking your questions, especially while you have me live, because I can actually help you with your business right now. Okay. And for those who are on YouTube, we are ignoring you because I can't see you, but I'm allowing you to have access to what we're doing inside the room just so that you can get the information. A lot of people will run with the information and do whatever they can to make sure that they're staying on top of business and be able to grow to the next level. And then maybe you too can be in the Zoom room with the Craft to Quit program, the Shopify Accelerator, the Shopify Pro, and Inner Circle as well. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into this. I need y'all's participation. I'm not going to let y'all just be quiet on me, okay? So first and foremost, I would like to know who has done all over sublimation before. Go ahead and give me a 1 in the chat. If you've done all over sublimation before, go ahead and give me a 1 in the chat. If you have not, give me a 2. Okay. Got a little decent mix here. Is anyone like wanting to learn all overs or think that you can't do all overs because you have a small format printer or a small heat press, like a 15 by 15, a 16 by 20, that sort of thing? Just scared? Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, small heat press. Okay. Okay, so we're going to talk about this a little bit tonight. We're going to talk about what this setup looks like, what you have to have versus what would be convenient or what would be nice to have, right? Some of us think, oh, I got to go out, I got to go get this big old printer and I got to go get, this big old heat press and all this stuff. And there are so many different ways that you can do this. All right. Then the other thing that we're going to talk about tonight, this video banner right here that's showing this process, I'm going to do something very special for the people that are doing the video class tomorrow with Coach Ant. You see this video? Can you imagine this being the video banner or having a similar video banner for your website that is based on your colors, and you are going to learn video editing and putting this together? So what I am doing is I am taking and making the resource for you. So there's no excuse why it's not done. There's no excuse why you don't have that type of impact that you want to have on your website. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to see what you're lacking, what you're afraid of. Let's go ahead. Whatever it is, we're going to fix it. We're going to pull it together. We're going to get it together, and we're just going to get some movement going. We're going to move the needle, and we're not going to stay stagnant or paralyzed by fear. Okay. All right. So let's go over the all over sublimation first. So for those of us who want to learn all over sublimation, can you tell me, and for those who already do the all over sublimation, everybody put in the chat what type of printer you're using right now, or if you are outsourcing large format prints, if you're outsourcing sublimation prints, or maybe you're just outsourcing the all over shirts altogether. Let me know that. So tell me the printer, or whether you're outsourcing the prints or the production. 24-inch Epson. Wait a minute, Nika, you have the 24-inch Epson and you telling me that you ain't done the sublimation, the all over sublimation yet? Okay. Nika, you go ahead and unmute your mic for me, Nika.
Look, I'm so scared. I told you last time I just bought the 16 by 24 printer. Not printer, heat press. I have the 24-inch printer, I don't know, I'm just scared. I don't know. I think I'm just intimidated about it. I can do everything else, but just
Okay.
that.
So Nika, are you in or are you not in the Shopify? You're not in the Shopify Accelerator Inner Circle. There's a class going on this Sunday where Coach Des is going to walk everyone through doing all over sublimation with your current setup. Are you interested in going to that class? Are you available to go to that class?
I am. I'm going to try my best to. That's all I was just doing. I just not only have my two boys, and I just took in my nephew too. So I'm trying to see if I can find me a sitter for a couple hours that weekend on
If
Sunday.
you
I've already
can,
been on it.
listen to me, Nika,
Uh-huh.
because you can do this.
Mhm.
I'm going to pay your ticket to go to the class if
Okay.
you are able to show up. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a 197 course, but I will pay for it for you to show up. You have the equipment, you
Mhm.
have the drive, you even are looking for a babysitter. I know you can do this. Okay. And I
Yes,
appreciate
ma'am.
your transparency and letting us know what you're afraid of and letting us know that you want to know how to do this. So it is Sunday. I forget what time it is. Customer happiness. What time is Coach Des' class on Sunday? If you would go ahead and get that link for me.
Okay, well, 4 o'clock. I'll put them down for a late nap at 4. Somebody else gonna have to babysit them that night.
I know that's right.
So
And then
and it's 3 o'clock my time, so it'll be 3 o'clock my time. So it'll be cool.
okay, perfect. And then customer happiness, Nika, drop your email that goes to your Academy account, and they will automatically put you in the class. Okay, and then check later on. I think tomorrow there's going to be a list dropping of the materials that you need. If you actually want to do it hands-on, you're going to be able to do it hands-on during that live class. So there's a split template, a free file that you'll get just to test out the split template for the 24-inch. And I believe that up to a small shirt, like up to adult small, sometimes an adult medium, depending on the cut, you can use your 24-inch printer without tiling anything. But once you get to a little bit larger sizes, or if you're using the jigs to kind of stretch it out and get those wrinkles out, then you do require tiling. And what she's going to teach you there is how to tile your pieces together, how to set up the file for the split template, how to print stuff out, how to press it with the board or the buddy. So if you don't have the buddy, it's okay. She'll teach you how to do it with a board that you can just get from Home Depot or Lowe's. You just have it cut to a certain size. And then that way you can learn how to use it with what you got, because that board is maybe around $15. But what she's going to teach you how to do is going to be priceless, because now you're going to know how to create your own all over apparel from your current home setup. And you can do it with the 16 by 20 press or the 16 by 24 press. I think.
Look, I was actually going to be heading to a Home Depot tomorrow to find a board because I was like, I'm going to try it this weekend. I pulled my heat press out because it's been there for about a week, and I pulled it out and put it up yesterday. I was like, I'm going to try it this weekend.
And do you have the split template set yet?
I already bought that too. I bought that when I first, I think earlier this year when I first.
So you had the intention. You would just need a little bit of a push. So this is what we needed. Coach Najla would say that she started with the board and now she's using the buddy. So Coach Najla, I think that's a good graduation step there, and to show people like what the difference is between the steps.
Oh, and the buddy is next month for sure. I already got the money saved.
Let's go.
I was on it. I was like, look, I saved for this buddy. I think I need maybe I'm barely away from it, but I'm getting it next month for sure.
You are definitely and you are deserving of this blessing. Like it's a blessing to be able to give this blessing, especially to someone that I know is deserving, and you're putting forth the effort and energy. I know you got the little ones, so I know that you're pushing and you're making it work. So
look, I have 2 3-year-olds. I just took in my nephew, he's 3, and then I also have my other nephew who's 10 months. So yeah, I'm going through it right now.
Yeah, baby. But this is the motivation. This is the push. I'll tell y'all a story how I started the first shop. I had a 18-month-old and a 7-month-old pretty much on my hip. That didn't come from me, but you know how it is. When you have to come through, you show up and you come through. It is no excuse of whose fault or responsibility anything is when it's time to stand up for family. So that was my motivation. That was my push to start my first ever brick and mortar. That was my motivation to start up this business full time. I had always done it as a hobby, as a side gig. Even though we officially started it before my dad passed, he would tell me, hey, Shannon, if you treat this like a hobby, it's going to always be a hobby. Until you give it your all, it won't be a full throttle business. And I never understood that because I was always in school. Like I'm going to get my PhD while I'm, trying to maintain a design company. And on top of all of that, my dad passes away. My brother ends up going to jail. The person that put him in jail ends up living with me and not being able to take care of her own children. And then I end up with 2 babies on my hip. So if anybody understands you, baby, I understand. I overstand you. This is what happens also when you have good intentions, when you have amazing intentions, when you have intentions towards your vision, you're going to be met with disruption and opposition, period. If you're not met with disruption and opposition, you ain't doing something right. You're living that mediocre life. And as my dad taught me, the only thing to fear in this life is mediocrity. That's it. I don't fear sublimation. I don't fear starting a business. I don't feel I do have a slight fear like frogs and lizards. I ain't gonna hold you on that one. I definitely need to work on that. But literally my fears on this planet is being mediocre, being stagnant, not serving my purpose, not going after my vision, not showing these kids that, I have that ambition. So I know that's in you. I know that's in all of you who are watching right now. I know that's in all of you who are here right now, because that's why you're here. Because you want to invest in your future. You want to see your vision come to fruition. And it's not just possible, it's probable because you're in the room. Okay, so that's what I want you to know. That's the first step. You're in the room, you're investing, you understand this is your purpose, you're in the right place. Now it's time to get over these hurdles, get some work done. So what I did is I even put the coaches, I put the coaches' feet to the fire this time, y'all. I said, look, we need some boot camps. Even the coaches, like, I know y'all acting scared about putting up courses or creating this. Let's just get it out there. Let's help the people. Let's help one another. And let's make a difference, right? So this weekend, we're going to have a workshop for creating this video banner that you see here. I'm actually going to re-record this video. I'm actually doing work for y'all. Because I was like, look, I don't want to hear no excuses why nobody has their video banner. I'm going to design a whole design that's going to say your brand here. It's going to be a blank shirt that says your brand here. I'm going to recreate all these video pieces. You don't even have to create the video pieces. Coach Ant's going to show you how to do it with your phone. Okay. I'm going to do it myself. And then what you all will be able to do, it will be an unbranded video. You're going to take the pieces of the video and see how you have transitions, you have splicing together, you have moving of the camera. You're going to trim the pieces. You're going to put the transitions between there. You're going to turn this into a video banner, and you are going to upload this into your Shopify store. Okay. If you don't have a Shopify store, you're going to use this banner to create a digital asset, and you'll still be able to use this. I can use this for my Instagram, for my YouTube, for my Facebook. You see where I'm going with this? So what it's doing is it's showing people what I can do. It's showing them the design process. It's showing them the print process. It's showing them the pressing process. It's showing them the final product, right? I want you to give your customers the confidence that you can do all of those steps too. All right. So, sorry, I'm over here yelling at y'all. I'm over here just getting a little into it. I get motivated and motivational when I'm around a tribe. All right, so the size board to get, let me look it up for you because I don't have it right offhand. But all the materials are inside of the class. Okay, all the materials are inside of the class. So Let's see. And I don't even remember the last time I got the board. It was quite some time ago, but I believe it was 36 by 44, because that's the size of our print, a 36 by 44. And then what I would do is, you're gonna go get let me just go. Y'all want me to just go through it with y'all? Okay, I'll go through it with you. Hold on a second. Let me log in, and that way I can get y'all the information. All right. Let me get some of this stuff off of my screen. Boy, it's been a long time since I did this all over split class, y'all. But you all told me that this was one of the things that was holding you back, and I wanted to make sure that we got y'all prepared for that. Now, in addition to that, I want us to talk tonight also about the pricing, because some of us are here, we already do all over sublimation, but we're not necessarily charging what we're supposed to be charging. So in the chat, y'all let me know how much you're charging for this. This Oliver shirt right here is not a cut and sew. The dress that I have on in the video is a cut and sew. So I probably won't be doing the cut and sew version, because then you'll have people like, oh, I probably won't do it, because then you'll have people asking like, oh, how do you get the cut and sew? We're just going to stop at the regular t-shirt. It's not going to have a face in it. So it's going to be faceless. You don't have to talk. You don't have to show up on camera, which is all y'all are telling me y'all scared of. So Coach Ant, what he did was he said for their first video content that they're learning how to create, I want it to be voiceless and faceless, so you don't have to talk and you don't have to get your behind on camera. But what you're going to learn is the principles of why you are doing this. Why are you showing a journey of this process? Why are you advertising this way? Why does this video actually draw attention and make people want to stay on your website, or stay on your Instagram post, or stay on your Facebook post? Okay, so let me know. I want to see how much you all are charging for all over shirts for front only. Front only. What are y'all charging for sublimation all overs, front only, standard size? $55. $55. Okay. And don't be shy. If you're charging less than that, it's cool. We just need to talk about it. Front only, standard size. Let's get the price. Let's see if the price is right. Can we see if the price is right? All right. So I'm gonna pull this up for a second. This should have, if you all already have the split template, we're going to, for the class on Sunday, we're going to give you a free split template that just only does a size large shirt. Okay, we're going to show you how to do everything as long as you have the shirt. You're also going to need some butcher paper, some matcha effect. I want to show you. It's been so long. Let me see. I think this is a step-by-step here. Lord, this has been a long time. Let me see what this looks like. So we have a video here that's showing you how to do the 24-inch versus the 13-inch. And you can even do it with 8.5-inch printers. I don't suggest it. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to turn the sound on for this. I'm going to just kind of show you, kind of stream through some of this process here. Basically, you're going to learn how to pull in the image. And as a matter of fact, for this one, if you don't have an image already ready, you will just be printing. We have a different file that we give you that basically you'll just be doing what we're doing, so that you're not spending any time trying to design, because the whole point of this class is not to design. But if you have your design ready, you can print something that you actually want to print. All you're going to do is open up a smart object, drag and drop it in there. Okay, we are not going to be doing no adjustments like I'm doing right here. I'm just showing you on this video how you can get your image together, pull it into the split template, and then the split template automatically splits it up into either 4 tiles, if it's a large shirt, or smaller, If it's extra large or above, it might be 5 tiles, it might be 6 tiles, depending on what size shirt you're doing there. So there we go. Also, number 2 here. Then we start going over the assembly. Okay. And y'all, this was a little while back when I was actually really doing this thing from the house, y'all. I might go back to the house, y'all. I'm telling you. I like being able to roll out of bed and work. All right, so I'm showing you how to, and this isn't just like you can get this file right now if you have the split template. But the idea of the live class is that you're going to have someone live helping you. You're going to do it with a coach right there watching you. So if you get stuck or you mess up, you can have your screen. You just sharing your screen when you're doing the Photoshop part, and then you want to make sure that you have like your phone camera or your laptop camera so that while we're doing the hands-on part, you can record what you have going on. And this is actually old because we actually have a newer way that we do our layup process that is much, much simpler. This was me back in the day before I officially invented the buddy. This was me using the board, propping it up, showing you how I did that. Y'all are going to go through this process. So you're going to need cover paper, that's the butcher paper right there. You can get that from Sam's, Costco. I think even Walmart has that. Staples may have it as well. So we're using that cover paper and that board that's on there, 36 by 44. All right. And then what I do is I use the 36 by 44, and then I have them take the other piece of the board and I have them make me a 44 by 50, I believe. I'm trying to remember. I think it is a 44 by 50. I have the instructions in this documentation somewhere. But basically that when I do 4X shirts, I like to use a little bit bigger board so that I get the full support and coverage. Y'all see how that's really, really flat? Now we also have the option to use the buddy. The buddy is going to be so much cleaner, but we're going to show you both methods, whether you're doing the board here or if you're doing the buddy method. Okay. Oh, that was actually it. I think it was, let me go back. I think that was me showing you the process there. Okay, so we even show you how to create the paper insert there. Now, if you have the jigs that go with the buddy, okay, then you use the jigs, and the jigs are reusable. The paper that you put inside of there is pretty much, once you use it once, it's pretty much done. But I do show you how to do all that as well. So Coach Jazz is going to be walking you through each of those steps beautifully. And you're going to have a final shirt. I was trying to see if I was going to hold the shirt up at some point in time. Nope, but that's it right there. You're going to have an all over shirt. This is with a 13 by 19 printer. And y'all see lines where. Okay. Now I will tell you this, I say lines where, but with that hardboard, I guarantee you're probably going to have some images, some issues, not images. You're going to have some issues with your images, like having overlap or being able to see like some overpressed areas, that sort of thing, or like around the collar and under the armpits. You will see some issues there because this is not cut and sew. Okay, and you're using the hardboard. The way to upgrade that experience is to be using, I even showed y'all, I forgot I showed y'all how to use the RAM board here. So I even showed you all how to do that. This was back in the day before I invented the jigs and the buddy. Okay, so now even with the jigs and the buddy, there's so much less room for error. And you're going to be able to produce faster and produce more efficiently. And if you don't have the buddy, at least you'll get to see the buddy in action so that you can ask questions about the buddy. And even if you haven't, maybe you haven't even assembled your buddy or used it yet, you'll be able to ask questions in the live class, live coaching, live boot camp, live results. All right. So this is at least another revenue stream for your small format heat press and your small format printers. You do not have to have a big press. You do not have to have a big printer. Okay. Now, what I do in this setup here, of course, I'm using a big printer, the printer that's behind me right now, but this isn't even made for sublimation. This is a printer that's very easily converted to sublimation with the True Colors ink. Okay. So we even have that option. I'm for the next level up is the F6370, and actually they have a newer version of it. Might wait a couple more months to see if they have any kinks with that newer system, because the 6370 is pretty standard. But that's the next one up. It's around about $10,000-$11,000. But that printer is going to print professional quality. It's going to print faster. It prints almost 3 times faster than this one, although you can see this one does well. However, if you're doing high volume print jobs, then you may want the pro level printer, which is the F6370. How I kept the board straight and not flopping on the sides. Do you see these boxes right here? Check that out. I just got boxes and I put 2 tables on the side, and then I put boxes to prop them up so that my board didn't just flop over on the side. And then that way I could put this stuff away later. It's not all big and bulky. The board is going to warp naturally because when you're adding heat to it, it's going to naturally warp. But if you put the support underneath it, it will get to level out and it won't flop and continue that warp as you're using it. Okay. Good deal, good deal. All right, so $55 if for front only is not that bad, but imagine that it is going to take you some practice. You're just not going to just jump out there and start offering all over shirts. You want to get your practice in. You want to make sure that you understand what happens around the collar. Why do I need to pre-press? Why do I need to use these paper inserts? Because I don't want my image bleeding all the way through. And then you can see the ghosted image of the front image on the plain white back of the shirt. I love doing 2-sided shirts because I'm not so worried about the image bleeding through the back of the shirt. Okay, so that's actually my preference, is to do both sides. All right, Morticia said now she got Big Bertha, and that's the thing too. Sometimes what you want to do is you want to start small. You want to start with the split template, and you want to start with your 16 by 20 press, and you want to start with your buddy, and you want to start with your jigs, because what happens is you get to understand, is this going to sell in my area for my industry on my website? And when it does start to sell and you get so tired of this, then you invest in the next step. The next step might be either a large format printer or a large format press, or maybe even both. Okay. So Morticia's telling y'all right now, she started with the 15 by 15 heat press and the board. And she said now she got Big Bertha, she ready to roll. Having me the yellow shirt and the navy bled a little. Yeah, exactly. That the colors matter. Also, if you're using quality ink, it is going to be saturated. So these are all things that you're going to learn in class, hands-on. That way, at the end of class, everybody has a shirt that they press for the first time, more than likely, because if you're in that class, it's probably your first time ever making one. And if it's not your first time, you're there because you got so frustrated, like, oh, I can never get my all over shirts right. I need help. I need somebody to walk me through it. I need somebody to tell me what's going on. Why am I getting this line in the middle of my shirt? Why do I have a darker area and a lighter area? Why am I getting my image ghosting through the back of my shirt? What can I do? That's why you want to come to a live boot camp, y'all. Does that make sense? I want y'all to understand the reason why we're offering these boot camps live is so that you can have real time coaching. All right, so that's the sublimation side of things. I want y'all to know we're not going to design in the class. So come with your designs ready. Y'all know already every template that you've ever made in the academy, if you quick export it as a PNG, you're going to be able to bring it into that template and make it do what it do. Okay, you will be able to do that. So as long as your image is at 36 by 44, you will be able to bring it straight up into here and change it from this image to whatever your artwork is. Okay, that's number one. Number two is you're going to need butcher paper, and there's actually a supply list in the class. So you'll need the butcher paper. You'll need we'll give you the split. If you don't have the split template yet, that's perfect. You're just going to only get the size large split template. So we're going to give you a free version of it, but it's just for the size large. So make sure that you have a size large or smaller shirt. It'll work for a large, a medium, a small, a youth extra large, youth large. It probably gets a little a little iffy trying to do youth medium and smaller because you might end up cutting off some of your image, okay? But as long as you have a sublimation shirt, your butcher paper, you're going to need 3 pieces of butcher paper that's cut 36 by 44, 3 pieces of butcher paper cut into the size of 36 by 44. Most of the time it's going to come in a 36-inch roll, so you're just going to cut it 44 inches long. You're going to go ahead and cut all 3 pieces at first. So before you even start, you have that. All right. You're going to make sure that your sublimation printer is printing. It ain't acting crazy. It's not banding. It's not going haywire on you. So your sublimation printer needs to be a 13 by 19. Or if you have the 24-inch printer, we have a split template that we allow you to download to use that one. Okay. So that's your 24-inch, your 13-inch. If you have the 8.5-inch, bless your heart, you're going to be toweling for days, but we have an 8.5-inch split template too. So even if you can only print on that little 8.5-inch printer, you're like, Shannon, I don't care. I'm gonna make it do what it do till I can get my 13 by 19 or till I can get my 24-inch printer. I got you. We have a split template for that too. All right. So the idea is that you're going to come into the session, learning how to trim, tile these pieces together, how to use the split template, right? So that you're automating this process. And then you're going to learn how to press it and get a final product by the end of the session with Coach Des. Okay. So I want to give y'all about 5 minutes to ask me anything that you want to ask me, because I'm not teaching that class, but I know a lot about doing this. Any questions you want to ask me about the all over process, the all over products, the pricing, where I get stuff from. This is y'all's free round session to ask me anything about all over sublimation. Okay. Ask me anything. All right, I'm gonna do going once, going twice. The tape line, I use 1-inch tape that is, I actually get it from the dollar store, the 1-inch masking tape. So I don't use heat tape. If you use heat tape, you absolutely will get that line. If you use an inexpensive, not so tacky masking tape, it is a combination between the pressure that you use, the heat that you use, and also whether you're using the board or not. So when I was using the buddy, I didn't get the same issues as using the board because I was actually using the cushion on the heat press rather than that hard board. When you're using the hard board, that pressure is very, very intense. And the variation of that pressure, especially when you have things like the collar, underneath the sleeves, the hems, anywhere where you have a difference in thickness of the material, which is going to be in those areas I just mentioned, you're going to have issues with that hardboard. However, you're going to try and try and try. You're going to have trials that are going to let you know what your setting should be for your pressure, your temperature, and your time. Those are the 3 variables that you have to play with for your setup. Then when you go from doing the hardboard, let's say you go from doing the hardboard to the buddy, you're going to have a difference in temperature, pressure, and time because it won't take as much when you're using the buddy. It won't take as much pressure, temperature, or time that it will with doing the hardboard. Yeah, Mashana, we are looking into that, but right now we need to get the buddy that we have at this moment mass produced. Have you pressed an all over press on the 16 by 24 that is sideways? Yes. What you have to do for that one, you see underneath the sleeves, instead of leaving the paper full, like a full rectangle, what you do is you just cut underneath the sleeve. So you just, you cut that underneath the sleeves, and then you can use your landscape, your 16 by 24. We call that a landscape heat press. And that way that 16 by 24, you can get underneath the armpits, turn it sideways. You can still use the same board and everything. You're just going to need to trim up underneath the armpits so that you're giving it that way to get underneath the heat press for the landscape. Very good question, Nay. So yes, that does work. Any other questions? We got about 2 more minutes to talk about all overs, and then we're going to move into talking about our video banners and Shopify stores. Yep. So the bigger sizes you worry about getting the middle. We've gotten up to 4X's. I don't think we've tried a 5X, but I'm sure you could do a 5X. with your landscape heat press by doing exactly what we're telling you. I have people that have had like 16 by 20s and 15 by 15s still be able to get in there. It just basically takes some extra presses to get in there. But if you have a 16 by 24, and just because it's landscape, I know it's a little difficult to imagine how this happens, but all you have to do is cut underneath those armpits out, just a basic rectangle, just cut it out, and then you can leverage and get underneath that armpit. Create the inserts with the paper. How do I create the inserts with the paper? Well, I don't remember which version of the video this is. Let's see, which one did I teach y'all how to? Is this the one? Let me see. I think I'm putting it together here. One of these videos, I teach y'all how to make the insert, but yeah, we do all of that in this class. Like I said, it's been a long time because, you know, I got my big Bertha too. All right. Let's see which part of the process we did that. But if you come to the class, I'm sure it'll be, oh, there it was right there, right here. So let me see, y'all. All right, so basically you trace the contour. That's why you're going to need 3 pieces of butcher paper. That's the 36 by 44. You're going to lay it out, get it nice and flat. Then you're going to get you a pencil. I'm using a marker. Do not use a marker. I'm using a marker because I'm demonstrating for you all. I know y'all wouldn't see no pencil on my paper. So I didn't care if I marked up that shirt. Do not use a Sharpie like I'm doing right here. You want to use a pencil. Once you trace out the form, you want to make sure, see how I went past the sleeves and past the bottom hem. And I also went past the neckline because you want to cut that extra meat out so that you have something to hang out from the shirts. I also show y'all that, you know, I cut one out of the what do we call that? Can't even think of the name of it right now. It is, I just said it earlier. That's how much I wanted to forget about that thing. The RAM board, right? Yeah, so I did use RAM board, especially when I'm doing really, really stretchy shirts. When I did my my swimwear shirts that are really they have the elasticity to them, that actually helped out a lot. But we're gonna use this paper because we're gonna make it easy. Look, I'm even showing y'all, I'm giving y'all the whole blueprint right now. Okay, so there it is. I show y'all how to roll it up, put it in there, and then we're going to pre-press it and all that good stuff. Okay, and then I'm talking y'all through it. Another thing is y'all want to get the whole talk through. Y'all want to talk and walk through, ask your questions, see what's going on. The reason why I'm pre-pressing it, y'all, is because you're going to get a better end result if you go ahead and pre-press, get the moisture and get some flatness into your shirt, especially that collar and these hems. You want them flat. Now, you're not going to get it as flat as how we do when we get the the buddy, because the buddy allows the collar to sink down into the foam. The hardboard stops it from sinking down. So you are going to get some high pressure and some uneven pressure, but you're still going to be able to press an all over shirt with this board. Y'all see me doing it right here. This is before I officially made the buddy. So I know it can be done because I done did it. All right. Okay, so just showing you that. That was your question about that. Inserts, yes, you can use alcohol, but I also tell you to use your masking tape to, you know, basically protect your jigs. Use the masking tape. Okay. The buddy, it takes about 2 weeks because we actually have to manufacture it. So give it about 2 weeks. So the sooner you need it, especially if you want it for like holiday season, I will go ahead and get your orders in for the buddy. Okay, go ahead and get your orders in. All right, any other questions about the all over process? Y'all need a little sneak peek. I'm giving you all the sneaks of the peaks. And that's it, y'all. All right, good questions. Y'all had great questions. All right, so now let's go ahead. Let's move over. We're going to talk about our video banner and our content creation for your Shopify store. So how many right now have any type of motion motion banner, because a motion banner doesn't have to be a video banner. It could be something on Canva where you have like an image swoop in and something else come from this side and maybe something spinning. If you have any type of motion or video banner on your Shopify store right now, go ahead and give me a 1. And then if you have a static banner, give me a 2. If you have absolutely nothing, no Shopify store or no banner or nothing, just give me a 0 so I know who I'm talking to right now. Okay, got you. So y'all have the static slideshows, which that's still, listen, I'm not cutting anyone down. What I'm saying is that there are levels to this. And I know because I helped y'all set up the slideshows in the Shopify challenge, right? So I'm a proponent of having that there because it means that you're going to get something done. And they look darn good. Okay, they look really good. All right, but I want to talk a little bit about why the video gives a certain elevation to your brand. And the reason why I am going to make the video content for you just so that I know that you have it. And what you'll be able to do, see on my colors are the CMYK, but your colors, like I know Coach Najla, her colors are like a darker teal and gold, right? Or like a yellow color. So you will be able to take it, and instead of, I'm going to make it a single color that you can just grade. So instead of that blue, your shirt will come out the teal color. Or if yours is like Morticia, hers is this rose, pretty mauve type of color, right? So maybe she wants hers to appear that mauve color, because not everybody's going to want this bright pink and yellow and blue type of presentation. Right? So I'm going to make it to that. You can recolor it in the software that you all are going to learn in the video editing class. Okay. So y'all are going to be using CapCut. And in CapCut, you will be able to take the pieces I give you. Now you'll also be able to take something that you already have. Like you made a project, you did an all over shirt, and then you will learn the exact directions for how to use your camera to record and get the same type of content. But what I'm doing is because I have so many people that's like, yeah, I meant to, do this, but I didn't get it done yet because X, Y, and Z didn't happen before A, B, and C. Cool. I'm giving you no excuses. I'm going to give you content that converts. Okay. People see this banner, they get excited. They want to see what it is that we offer. That matter of fact, they can kind of see from this banner what it is that we offer. So it's conveying a message right then and there. All right, so you all are going to be able to produce the same thing. And you can use this video banner as ad content, because we have a Facebook ads class coming up live where Rich from Anywhere, they're going to come do a live class where they sit with us, get your Facebook pixel set up, because most of us don't even know what a pixel is. They're going to get your Facebook pixel set up. They're going to link it to your Shopify store. Okay, so your Facebook and your Shopify store and your Instagram and your Shopify store are now going to be linked. And then we're going to run our first ad. Why wouldn't you have something like this ready for your first ad? I'm telling you, the way these boot camps are going, they all are flowing. And if you took advantage of the Shopify Pro bundle and you got a chance to get all of these courses bundled, then the reason why I wanted to set it up like that, because I want to set y'all up for success. Do all of these boot camps and they're going to be moving the needle for your business. All right. So now you have a video that you'll be able to crop it to what size you need it to be for your first Facebook and Instagram ad. Imagine that. Okay. So I'm giving you the next step so that you know why I think it's important that you do this step. Why is it important that you do it all over sublimation class? Because you're going to learn in this class, in the video class on Saturday, what type of video to take for Sunday so that you too can make your own video from scratch. You don't have to use my video. You can make your own video with your brand on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a generic one. It's not going to say Innate Academy. It's going to say your brand here. Right? So then that way anybody can use this, anybody can recolor it, use it as a resource. In addition to that, after you learn how to make the video, then you're going to create all over shirts so that you can get a part of that process. Right? So maybe you show all over shirts, maybe you show your tumblers, maybe you show your 13x19 shirts, whatever you need to do to pull your video banner together. Now you have content that connects with your audience. Okay. Then, like I said, we have Coach City coming in to teach us the email marketing. We have Facebook ads coming in to show us how to turn our video into an actual factual ad and launch that ad with our Facebook. Do y'all see how all this is rolling together now? Why it's so important? And my whole objective is to get you hitting the ground running. I didn't have anything like this coming up. None of this. As a matter of fact, even if people wanted to teach me any of this, they damn sure were not teaching me for $197. There were $1,000 boot camps, $2,000 boot camps for the things that we are literally able to access for a couple of $100s. And some of you got it for like less than that because you got the whole bundle. So you paid less than $70 for each of these boot camps because you got it all bundled up. All right. So it's up to you to show up. It's up to you to participate. There will be a replay if you can't come to the live, but come to the live. That's where you're going to get to ask questions. Okay. All right. So I want to do a little survey here. Has anyone done any video creation and editing? Have you ever used a program like CapCut, like Final Cut Pro, like Adobe Premiere? Has anyone ever used that? If so, give me a 1, and if not, give me a 0. Okay, all right, so about split evens between 0s and 1s. All right. So this is an opportunity to learn how to use the software. Let me see if I have any projects here I can show you. Now, this stuff is cool, and I don't really create the videos. I have, like, my nephew has CapCut on his iPad on his computer, and he made this Barbie video. He actually came on my computer and made my little Barbie video. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that one? He made my little Barbie video. So he positioned, and this was like a different foreground and background. Oh, that's not the actual. Let me see. Let me close out of it first. But let me show y'all something cool about this. Which one of these? Lordy. So this was a Facebook ad that I created in CapCut. Y'all see all of these little pieces, and it has words on there. So I'll play this for y'all full screen. I don't know if I think it does have sound. It has me talking. Let me see if I can. No more days of. Did y'all hear my voice on that one? In the Zoom room? Did y'all hear me talking on that? Okay, cool. All right, so I'll make it full screen and I'll play it. And this was all done in CapCut. Imagine this. Your brand everywhere on everything. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. It's got the little things right in front of my words. Imagine this. Okay, hold on. And I don't suppose I can move this. Well, you all see, I wanted to show you all that the words that are down there are generated in CapCut automatically. So y'all are going to learn how to do this. Imagine this. Your brand everywhere on everything in just one day. Sounds impossible? Let us show you it's not. Introducing our brand in Shopify, done with you in a day session. We'll turn your business into a brand powerhouse in just 24 hours. From chic apparel, stylish hats, captivating banners, to on-brand mugs, we've got you covered. Need backdrops for your event or flyers for your campaign? How about branded bags, books, or accessories? All on brand, all on demand. No more days of waiting or weeks of planning. We're here to fast track your business to the online world in just a day. This is a hands-on, limited seat session. So don't wait, sign up today, and let's transform your brand in a day. Your tomorrow starts now. All right, so just to let y'all know, that was all CapCut. Some of those were photos, some of those were videos, some of those were what we call B-roll, like with the clock that said 24 hours. Some of that was B-roll, right? That's B-roll right there. Then I had a screen record of the website there. So this was a video of an event that I did, a brand on demand pop-up event, right? So this is the power of learning this type of thing. You can create your own ads. You can create your own social media content. You can, these words that are on here, y'all, it's just as simple as clicking on a button and telling it to automatically generate the words. If I click on this right now, I can go to the text and edit the text. Y'all, it is literally that simple. I can go to the text. Here it goes. No more days of waiting. I can make it a different font, a different color, all of that stuff. I want you to understand the power of this. And right now, this is, they have a free version of it. I have the pro version, but the free version, you're going to be able to do everything that you need to do for the class. So CapCut, I prefer to do it on the desktop because it's hard to see all them different layers and stuff when you try to do it on the phone, but you can also use it on your phone. So if you're on the go and you need to make a quick video, pull it into CapCut, you're going to be able to do your video editing from the power of your phone. Y'all hear what I'm saying? These are skills that pay the bills, right? Because you would have to pay someone to create this video for you, but you're actually learning how to incorporate this for yourself so that when you get to the point where you don't want to be making this stuff because you can afford to pay someone else to make this to keep your brain onto something else, absolutely. But right now you all are building, and what better way to build than to learn how to do, you already know Photoshop, right? This is not any harder. Photoshop is harder than this program. Y'all hear what I'm saying? All right, so I just want you to be aware of why this is important. You need this. You need a video in order to make your ad for your Facebook class, okay, to launch it. You can launch an ad with just a picture, but let me tell you, videos do way better than ads. And I think some of you even saw my ad because y'all like, okay, ad. Y'all saw the ad. It might have been targeting you, okay? All right, so I did want to go over that. Now I'll take any questions right now that you all have on content creation, on making your videos. We're not going to talk about Facebook ads just yet. What we're going to do is we're saving that for closer time to get to the ads. Right now, I just need y'all to make a video so we can have for the ad. Okay. I'm talking about, I want us to be ready. Shopify Accelerator. Shopify Accelerator. I'm putting y'all in this class. I'm paying for y'all to come to this class. I need y'all to show up and show out. Y'all hear me? The video class is this Saturday, Sharon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you video assets that look just like this. It's going to be trimmed up into little pieces, and you're going to learn how to put it together as one video project. You're going to learn how to do CapCut. You're going to learn how to transition, like how one thing fades into another. You're going to do all of that in the class with Coach Ant, and you're going to finalize it as a final video that will be a video banner. And then you'll also learn how to change the ratio. So for instance, the CapCut right now, this is what's called a 1:1 ratio. Okay, you have a 1:1, but you also, what we're doing for your banner is a 16:9. So look what happens when you make it 16:9. You have all this extra stuff out here, right? So we want to create our video banner where it makes sense for the final production of the final use of the product that we're using to produce the video. All right, so video class is tomorrow. All over sublimation class is Sunday. Now, when I did the Shopify challenge, I asked what you needed. I asked you what you needed, and you all told me the things that are holding you back. And I said, okay, everything that y'all told me is holding you back. It's the who, not how. Who can help you do that? And a lot of times I'm trying to tell you it ain't me, because I ain't out here making all over shirts with the 13x19s anymore, but I can sure show you how to do it. But what I could also do is show you how the person that I showed how to do it, Coach Des, met me when I was doing workshops. I was touring, doing workshops, and I did a tour in Louisiana, right? So we went to Louisiana. We went to, I'm trying to think where, because I went to Thibodeau and then New Orleans. So we went to New Orleans. I'm trying to think of where exactly went. So we went to New Orleans, did a workshop. Coach Des was there. She wasn't Coach Des at the time. As a matter of fact, this was her introduction to sublimation. She learned how to do the all over sublimation. She learned how to do 13 by 19 shirt, rhinestones onto the sublimation. We did socks. We did the taco method with the socks. This was her first introduction to sublimation. When I tell you she was ready, she was ready. And ever since then, she's been not only nonstop learning, but she's been teaching people, right? So that's been about 2 years now. So now she's in the position to teach people how to do this kind of stuff. Okay. So she is definitely one of those personalities you will love, like right. You don't even have to grow to love her. Like as soon as you meet her, you're going to love her. She's super helpful. She's super kind. She's extremely patient, just like me. And y'all pick some good coaches, or the coaches pick me, because I don't know if I picked them. They were just like, hey, Shannon, we slacking over here on this. So I'm just going to take care of it. I'm going to do this for you. Okay. I don't care if you're not paying me. We need to get these people some help. So the coaches really picked us. Okay. So these coaches volunteered for us. These coaches really stepped up and provided value where it was needed. And now they're able to offer courses where they can help you all get right on your path. You can help them by paying them a very small nominal fee for the information and the help that they are going to provide to you in a live setting. You was in the Nolan in 2018. So just letting y'all know, like these opportunities exist because you all are showing that these are things that will help you. We're not just making this stuff up. If you tell me it's something that you need, something that you fear, something that's holding you back, best believe I'm listening every single time y'all tell me that. And I'm like, that's what's holding them back. Oh no, I can't let my tribe stress like that, because it's too easy. It's too easy. And sometimes it's not easy, but it's too simple. It may not, some of these things aren't easy, but they're simple. When you have a system, when you have somebody that can walk you through, when you have a known success story, you can just follow that blueprint. Okay. All right. And we're talking about doing some tours again, y'all, but we got to see, because the way y'all be showing up for these online classes, I don't know. Are y'all going to be showing up to the live events when we get out there? So we're talking about it, y'all. But let me keep y'all on track. This weekend was on the agenda, create your video banner, which will also be your video ad. And then I want you to, if you haven't learned all over sublimation, if that was one of the things that you said is a fear of yours, show up on Sunday where you can get live help to create your all over shirts. Y'all, that is my time. I'll open it up for one more question. Somebody have a question? Somebody got a budding fear, an issue? Y'all wanna tussle? What's up? The graphic expo in Baltimore, I'm not certain, Judy. If I tell y'all what, if that's something that y'all want to see us at, then I think there is a post in the Facebook group talking about, hey, which of these expos do you all plan on coming to? And if you plan on coming to the one in Baltimore, then sure, I come to be more. Okay, I come to Baltimore. I don't know if I said it right, but I will come. But I just need to know that it's actually going to be a benefit to you, because the benefit for me, y'all already know how I roll. T-shirt, bikie shorts, at home, preferably no bra, chilling. But I throw on a bra for y'all because I'm on the YouTube bitch. I don't want to, be too disrespectful or distracting. But that's how I roll. I don't have to go anywhere. I like being, in my little element. Okay. But I come out, I go to these events, I go to these conferences, I network with other people because it is beneficial to the tribe. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm bringing information back to us so that you all don't have to go out here and pay $100,000 for mentorship or $50,000 for a mentorship. You can, and you absolutely, when you're at that space in your business where you can do that, I will absolutely encourage you to do that. Okay. But I'm just saying, I bring that to us so that you don't have to do all that. And I break it down and make it convenient and relevant to us. Nobody else is making this stuff relevant to us as graphic artists and creatives and creative business owners. Ain't nobody doing it like we're doing it. So that's why I want y'all to be proud of yourselves, but just don't stop. Don't get stagnant. Don't talk yourself out of progress. Don't say that I can't, right? Because you absolutely can. And we're all proof of that, because everybody in here tonight is here because you could. And probably because you had to, because Here's the story I told y'all earlier, where I didn't know that I couldn't, because I didn't have a choice not to couldn't. I didn't have a choice to be a I can't, right? My only choice was to make it happen. And sometimes that's why I believe that we have some of the obstacles that we have, because those obstacles are really on the other side of that coin, because every coin has two sides. Everything on this planet has at least two sides. There's nothing one-sided, right? Has at least two sides. Okay. One of those sides, it might seem like an obstacle. On the other side, it's an opportunity. Y'all hear what I'm saying? My whole life has been turning problems into profit. Okay, because problems are only opportunities. And as long as you can see it as an opportunity, then you can absolutely turn it into a solution. That solution turns it into what? A profit. Okay. All right, my love. So since we don't have any questions, and I told you I was going to be out of here, pew, at 9:00 and it's 9:03. Y'all know how I do. I love y'all and I appreciate you dearly. And until next time, bye. I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all for real. Take it easy, but still get some work done. Okay. All right. Peace, y'all.